Hello there, Aries. How are you today? Welcome. This is your general reading. Now remember that this reading is timeless, and there's something here that you need to hear and apply to your current situation. I would love it if you would share that down below in the comments. All right, so let's get started. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Bottom of the deck, we've got, wow, the World. This is the World card. So this tells me that you have reached a completion of something, whether it's schooling or a job, basically a goal, something big and monumental. Maybe you've discovered something about yourself, right? You know, you've reached a certain goal. So this is actually a really great card for you here, Aries, because this tells me that you are ready to start something new. Your heart is open, your spirit is open to receive anything that's new. Here we've got the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles tells me that you are receiving some new opportunity that's coming your way, right? And you're ready, open arms, and you're ready to start something. This is great. All right. Although right now, whatever is coming towards you is a little bit mysterious. It's not quite clear yet. And if this is a job, for example, if you are being offered a new job, you know, you're still kind of in the works, you're still in the background kind of trying to figure out, you know, if this is the right fit for you. Now, universe is trying to tell you here that you need to trust your intuition. Go with your gut feeling, because you're going to know exactly what you need to do, right? Whether you're going to take this job or ask the right questions, that's important. That's what I just got. You need to understand the questions, the right questions to ask if you're about to start a new job, if you're about to sign something, right? So here, something in the recent past has caused you to have some sort of heartbreak. And if this is a love reading for you, know that here, once you have learned the lesson, right, of the recent heartbreak, whatever that may be, then you will be ready to receive this new opportunity or new love, something like that, right? But again, you need to go within, trust your intuition, go within so that you can find the answers and the lessons that were taught to you by the past. And this is great because now you've got the World card, which tells me that you are ready to receive something new, whether it's a new person, just something new is coming your way, which is great. So you have to remember to keep your heart open, keep yourself open. Here you've got this individual that's just kind of sitting here and just almost melancholy, I would say, or either that or just bored. Somebody that's really not too into what's going on around them. But this individual is not realizing that he is being offered a new opportunity to embrace something that's emotionally attractive or emotionally moving for him. So the thing is here again, the universe is trying to tell you here with the current progression of the cards to keep your heart open, right? Look around, look for the synchronicities that are telling you that you are being offered something new, something that's going to be emotionally moving, and that you should open your heart and accept it. Yeah, see, you've got the Six of Pentacles here. The Six of Pentacles is about generosity. You're being offered something. So if you are currently in a situation here trying to recover from this despair, if you're in a situation here where you are needing some help, someone is there to give it to you. And what you need to do is accept it, right? Ask for help if you need it. Ask for help if you need it. It's there for you. Now here we've got the Queen of Cups. You have a lot of love in you still, and perhaps that's the reason why you got your heart broken, right? Because you're incredibly sensitive. There's a part of you that likes to pour love in your relationships or in your job or whatever it is that you are very passionate about, right? You pour yourself into it and show and share a lot of your love. And so maybe what happened here is that you were taken advantage of. And so because of that, you're not sure whether or not you're going to take this new opportunity that's being presented to you. Right, and you are here kind of looking around and you're really focused here on these spilled glasses or cups of wine. And universe is saying you need to see things differently. You need to find the lesson behind this heartache and that your life isn't a mess, right? You didn't spill all the cups. You just have to turn around, see things from a different perspective, pick up the cups here behind you that are still standing. Be grateful for the things that you have around you, and be grateful for the things that are being offered to you. You've got the Four of Cups here, then now you've got 5. So again, you're being told by the universe to turn around, change your perspective, use your intuition, right? You've got the progression of 4, 5, and 6 here, which is really great. So you're moving. There's movement here, and not all hope has been lost, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so that's really good for you, Aries. Wow, you've got the King of Swords. Right? So you're going from 3 of Swords all the way up to King of Swords, which tells me that you are let's say logical, logical, analytical, you're really able to kind of step back here, step back from this situation and emotionally detach yourself, right? And really look at things intelligently and see that not all hope is lost here, right? And that you do need to open yourself up for something new, change your way of thinking. And that's the power of the King of Swords, is that he's so intelligent, so smart, and so strategic. He's able to analyze things very carefully and see what's true and what's not, right? The one thing about the King of Swords, though, is that he can be a little bit too much, very emotionally detached, very hypercritical. So I'm only saying that just because if you are accepting a new opportunity, say a new job or maybe a new relationship, something like that, then you need to, be careful. It's okay to be logical and analytical, but avoid being hypercritical and unyielding and also just so strict and authoritative, right? You have to kind of be a little bit flexible, right? And allow yourself to get emotionally attached. You've got the Eight of Pentacles here, which tells me that you've got something that you're going to be working on, something that you're going to focus on, maybe a new job, a new skill. Maybe you're learning something new. And if you've taken on a new job, for example, that's going to require you to really study it so that you can master it. But don't worry, because you are incredibly intelligent. You're going to be able to really analyze the situation and apply yourself accordingly so that you do gain mastery of whatever it is that's right in front of you, right? And here, be careful around you, because you are so smart. I've never met an Aries that was dumb. That you guys are usually very, very sharp. And if you're working and applying yourself this much, you're unstoppable. And so you have to be very careful that there may be people around you who may want something that you have, right? Because now you're mastering something. And so Spirit is just saying, just be careful, look around you, because you may have to defend yourself at some point. But notice this individual is taking the higher ground. And that's what universe is trying to tell you, is that take the higher ground. Don't descend to that lower vibratory levels there, because it's not going to help you out, right? It's not going to help the situation. You're just going to get stuck wasting your life and wasting your time defending yourself against this nonsense, right? You know exactly what you're doing. And just be aware, right? Just be aware. Use your ability to really analyze a situation fairly and apply yourself accordingly if you've got to defend yourself. But don't sit there and waste your time. You've got transformation, right? So because of this thing that's happened and you learning the lessons behind it, right? Now you've got the World card. All of this is over, right? This heartache, you're done with it, right? You're not going to fool around with this nonsense. You're done with it. You're going to accept this new opportunity, the help that it comes with. You're going to know exactly what to do, because now you are trusting your intuition. The Queen of Cups is very intuitive, right? You're going to open your heart. You're going to see things differently and appreciate the things that are still good in your life. You're going to pick up these two cups and go on your merry way. You're incredibly powerful, a leader. And you know exactly what it is that you're good at, right? And you've mastered it, and you're going to transform here. This whole thing that's going on right now around you is very transformative. Right? The important thing about this is that you learn the lesson. What is the lesson behind the heartache, the betrayal, the hurt that you just went through? Yeah, and look at this. You're not going to give up. The Knight of Wands is the battle-worn soldier. Very courageous, very, very tough. You have a lot of grit, and you're not going to give up on anything in your life, even though it may seem hard, right, and time-consuming. You're going to continue to power through, because it is so transformative, and you're going to win. You're going to win. There's no question about it here, Aries. You're going to win this, whatever it is that you're going through. And if you are, starting a new job, it's okay, right? You're going to leave behind the things that don't serve you. You're going to have humility, and, you're going to work towards transforming yourself and really being the best, whatever it is that's put forward. All right, let's find out if there are any other messages. Yet, right now, you're a little bit indecisive, right? Everything's up in the air. You see that you have so many choices, so many options. Right? That's a good thing. That's a good problem to have, right? But universe is saying you're going to have to make a decision here at some point. Trust your intuition to make that decision. Yeah, celebration, Three of Cups, right? You're going to be celebrating this transformation. You're going to be celebrating your win. Wow. Ace of Pentacles, something new is coming your way. A new opportunity, right? New opportunity, new beginnings. Right? With the Page of Pentacles, this is an individual that's going to be very goal-oriented, very ambitious, right? And they plan and they study things, right, before they make that next leap. And that's the thing here, is that's why it's taking you a little bit of time to figure things out, is because you are planning, you are strategizing, right? Remember, strategy. The King of Swords is a strategist, incredibly smart, and you have learned the lesson from the past. You're not going to repeat it, and so you're very careful. You're very careful, and you're not just going to make some willy-nilly decision, if it's not going to come out in your favor here. That's great. And look at this. You've got the Ten of Wands. All of the hardship that went along with the past, it's over, right? The 10 is completion. The thing here is that you feel a heavy burden on you and a certain sense of responsibility. But universe is trying to also tell you that you have to enjoy the journey, right? And you are taking on burdens that aren't even yours because you have that sense of responsibility. And you feel as though you have to carry everybody's problems. So shed some of these wands that aren't yours so that you can enjoy the journey, so you can actually see where you're going, right? Yeah, and don't hang on too tight, right? If you're worried about money, for example, right? Don't hold on to it too tight. If you have a certain view about money, don't hold on to that sense of, don't let money control the way you see things, right? This is also kind of a little bit of a warning to just check your finances, make sure that you're not overspending, right? That you're allocating the funds exactly where it needs to go. Yeah, see things from a different perspective here with the Hangman, right? So just like I said here, you've got to see things from a different perspective and see that you still have a lot of good in your life. Wow. Look at your end card. Your end card here is the Ten of Cups, which tells me all of the hard work that you're going to be putting into this transformation that you're going through. It's going to lead to this amazing, most emotionally satisfying and fulfilling moment where you have joy and harmony around you, around in your life, right? You've got the number 10 here. So again, we've got a start of a new beginning, right? Because you had the World card here earlier. 1 plus 0, right, is 1. So you're starting something new. And you have the Ace of Pentacles here. You've also got the Page. So you are starting something new. The one advice I can give you here, pour love into this. Get emotionally engaged in this transformation that you're going through, because eventually it's going to, reward you with so much joy and satisfaction, right? Because if this is a job reading for you, for example, apply every message that I've just given you and look where you're going to end up. Whatever you decide to do or engage in, it's going to be so emotionally fulfilling for you, and it's going to provide you with abundance, joy, balance, and peace. This is going to be great for you. Bottom of the deck here, again, you have to work on shedding your views about money, right? If you have a sense of lack in your world, you're thinking that, you have to be tight with money, right? Here, this fell on top of your Six of Pentacles. With generosity, right, you're going to attract more abundance in your life, right? Here you fear, you have insecurities. So universe is saying, change the way you see things, right? These people have not been abandoned, right? They can go in here and ask for help. And that's what universe is saying here. Change your perspective so that you can ask for help. And then you'd be surprised what you'll get, right? Sometimes we need a little bit of help. We need a little hand up. We need a little helping hand, and that's okay. All right, let's see what else you need to hear. Yeah, boundaries. So you have to remember that you need to set boundaries in people, especially when you have a big heart. When you are so giving of yourself, you need to make sure that you establish boundaries so that you're not this guy that just keeps fighting and fighting and fighting, right? You need to establish boundaries and know your limits. Know your limits. Do nothing, right? That's the thing sometimes. So remember, establish your limits, right? Do nothing. Sometimes it's okay to take a break. If you have been fighting and you've been carrying on so much to the point where you're feeling just in despair, you're having a sense of lack, sometimes it's time to just do nothing. And look where it falls upon. It falls upon the Hanged Man here. He's doing nothing but reflecting until he gets to the point of enlightenment. And now he sees things differently, and then he can act, right? Because he's kind of just taken a step back. Last one, celebration. So we did get the Three of Cups right here. Right? Three of Cups tells me you're going to be celebrating all of this hard work, this transformation that you're going through. You're going to celebrate this at some point here. It's coming. It's coming for you because you have completed it, because you did have the World card here just a few minutes ago. Bottom of the deck, embrace uncertainty. Yeah, so this uncertainty here with your Moon card, right? Things don't seem to add up, or things are still a little bit mysterious. This Oracle card here says embrace uncertainty. This means that you got to turn within You got to trust yourself and trust your intuition that it's going to get you to where you need to go. All right, Aries, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to comment down below what resonated with you, and don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. I love you. Bye-bye.